A Star is Born, The Rise of Matthew Perry. Matthew Perry, a name synonymous with laughter, with wit, with the iconic Chandler Bing. His rise to fame was meteoric, propelled by the success of Friends. Perry, with his sarcastic humor and endearing vulnerability, became a household name. But behind the dazzling smile, a shadow lurked. Perry battled addiction, a demon that haunted him, yet through it all, he persevered. The Fall. A tragic end to a promising life. October 2023, the world received the devastating news. Matthew Perry, at the young age of 54, was gone. The cause, an overdose. A tragic end to a life that had brought so much joy to so many. The news sent shockwaves through Hollywood and beyond. Fans mourned, colleagues expressed their grief, and the industry grappled with the loss of one of its own. But as the initial shock subsided, questions arose. How could this have happened? Perry had sought help, had been in and out of rehab. He had a support system, people who were supposed to care for him, yet he still succumbed to the clutches of addiction. The investigation that followed revealed a chilling truth. Perry's death was not simply a tragic accident, but the result of a sinister web of manipulation and exploitation. Those entrusted with his care, the very people who should have been his protectors, were allegedly complicit in his downfall. Predators in the shadows, the enablers and their motives, the investigation unveiled a cast of characters who preyed on Perry's vulnerability. His assistant, Kenny Iwamasa, was alleged to have been supplying him with ketamine, a powerful anesthetic with dangerous side effects. The source of this drug? A doctor, Salvador Plasencia, who allegedly taught Iwamasa how to administer it. Text messages obtained during the investigation painted a damning picture. The defendants, far from showing concern for Perry's well-being, appeared to revel in his addiction. They mocked him, boasted about the money they were making from his suffering. These weren't caretakers, they were predators, exploiting a vulnerable individual for their own gain. But the alleged exploitation went beyond Iwamasa and Plasencia. Others, including a woman known as the Ketamine Queen, were implicated in this sinister network. They allegedly supplied Perry with drugs, turning a blind eye to the devastating consequences. Their motives were clear: greed and a callous disregard for human life. Justice served, the legal battle against exploitation. The investigation led to the arrest of 5 individuals, including Iwamasa and the Ketamine Queen. They were charged with offenses related to Perry's death. The trial revealed the dark side of addiction and exploitation. The prosecution detailed the defendants' actions in disregard for Perry's well-being. The defense argued Perry was a consenting adult, responsible for his choices. The jury found the defendants guilty. The sentences were harsh, but justice could not bring Perry back. Section 5. The Shadows of Addiction, a Broader Perspective. Matthew Perry's tragic death shone a light on the complex and often misunderstood issue of addiction. It underscored the fact that addiction does not discriminate. It can affect anyone, regardless of their wealth, status, or access to help. It is a disease, a chronic condition that requires ongoing treatment and support. Perry's story also highlighted the crucial role of support systems in addiction recovery. While his alleged exploiters were supposed to be his caretakers, they betrayed his trust and exacerbated his struggles. This tragic case serves as a reminder that individuals battling addiction need genuine support, compassion, and access to proper treatment. The entertainment industry, with its demanding schedules, high-pressure environments, and culture of excess, can be particularly challenging for those struggling with addiction. Perry's death should serve as a wake-up call for the industry to prioritize the well-being of its members and provide the resources and support necessary to combat this pervasive issue. Section 6. A Call for Compassion, Honoring Matthew Perry's Legacy. Matthew Perry's legacy is complex. He was a brilliant comedian who brought laughter to millions, but he was also a man who struggled with addiction, a disease that ultimately took his life. His story is both a tragedy and a cautionary tale. As we remember Perry, let us honor his memory by approaching addiction with compassion and understanding. Let us challenge the stigma surrounding addiction and advocate for better resources and support for those who need it most. Let us work towards creating a society where seeking help for addiction is not seen as a sign of weakness, but as a courageous step towards recovery. And finally, let Perry's tragic death serve as a reminder to cherish those we love, to offer support to those in need, and to never underestimate the devastating impact of addiction. May his memory inspire us to create a world where no one has to face their demons alone.